Good evening, team. Here we come again. More news, and what happens? The market dumped. Today we got a double yuck mouth, right? All right, so let's start out with the dollar. I want to show you guys what happened today with the dollar. So it's very impressive what's going on in the stock market. The dollar is telling everybody what's going on. So the dollar is just stomping over people. Look at that rise. It's just been going up and up and up. And what's that tell you? Yep, inflation is nearby. So let's look at this. Previous resistance from the dollar right there. You had one. And we had another one here. Okay. And another one there. Let me bring this one back. All right. And just all over the place. And it just took care of business and just beat every resistance it ever knew. And it continued up. And if you look here, it's about to nail some more resistance. Okay. This is the after hours and it's still going strong. How do I know that? Really simple. I can take my little line here and draw it, and now I can see it's got support. So it's going to continue going up and up and up. So how do you know where the stock market is going to go? I'm going to give you guys a little tip on something to watch. Okay, I don't want you to trade on this. I just want you to look at the correlation between the dollar and the market. So I'm going to add the S&P 500, which is SPX, and I want to show you something. Okay, so let's look at, let me grab my little trusty arrow over here. And so we're going to look at when the dollar went up, SPX went down. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me open this up a little bit more to make it a lot easier for you guys to read, just for illustration purposes. Okay. Oh, that was quick. All right. So we have dollar rising, SPX falling, dollar falls, SPX goes up, dollar falls. You see it's a lower low here. SPX goes up. Then the dollar rises again. SPX starts to fall. The dollar rose a little bit there, even though it's a red candle. It went higher than the previous candle, and this is the 1 hour. So in 1 hour, it did get higher. What did SPX do? It started dumping. Okay. Now in the next hour, you had the dollar fall. SPX went up. Dollar went a little even, but red. SPX went up. Now, why don't we have SPX here? Because SPX does not trade in the after hours. The dollar does. And look at the dollar. It kept going up all night while everybody was asleep. And what happened when the market opened here? Boom. Okay. You have all this rise. It just dumped. Okay. Why? Because the dollar went up. Okay. This is facts. This is a correlation, guys. Okay. Now, you had the dollar go up again. SPX going down, dollar started dropping, SPX started turning green, dollar dropped some more, you had more green, we were even here, and the dollar ended up going up. You see that? And SPX started going down. Now the dollar is still trading in the after hours and it's looking to a bullish side. So we'll see what happens, but I want to show you guys a little something different here on the 30-minute. Okay. So let me grab my little curvy line over here. All right. So you see that these candles that are dark red and green, that represents SPX. So you can see here, okay, where it started to curl. And if you trade with me in the bull ring, you know I love curls. I love curls like my guy. Quite the guy, huh? So here we have our bullish curl. And then On the other hand, what did the dollar start doing? Okay, quite the opposite. It started going bearish. So this is something that you guys can track daily. And here we have another downtrend. Here we have another uptrend on the dollar. So the dollar will guide you if you guys watch it. If you're playing on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, it'll work for you. It should be very good as a barometer just to give you a good guidance as you guys go along. But I recommend do this on the 1 hour instead. All right, next is update on Ulta Beauty. I told you guys in yesterday's video that I was going to go in for an entry, and I did today. So I did exactly what I told you guys is what you should do every day if you're going to day trade. Okay, you want to draw your box just like I did here. Okay, so you can see that we got to the bottom. Okay, and then we had a top, and there was some resistance, support. So I had my line, so I was good there. And let me show you really quick. Okay, as we went down, we bounced, we came up, we retested here, and then we went past the box, okay, and retested here, and then we just kept going. So this is where I entered, and I just let the stock ride, let it keep going. At some point, it found new support. This is the yellow line, okay? So I set my stop loss right in here. Okay, let me show you real quick. Stop loss there in case it comes back down. Okay, and so we have a very nice consolidation going on, and I did mark off, and this is something you might want to do. Okay, if I go over to the 5 minute during the day, okay, the 5 minute shows you when the stock is crossing. Got one there, and then it started doing it towards the A. So I set my stop loss. So when the stock market opens up, I think we're going to fall with Ulta. It's just been going up and up. But this is my update. I did this, guys, and I held overnight because there's a lot of momentum, but I do have my stop loss. And this is how I ended up. Okay, I bought 10 contracts for expiration on January 13th, which is next week. Okay, so I can go red and then fix them with a put. If you guys want to learn how to do that, I can show you in my courses. If you guys don't know how to do that, it's because you have not signed up for the courses, and you should. Okay, now if you're finding value in this video, I appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up. Click that like button. It tells me thank you for the video, and also subscribe if you guys haven't. This way you guys get an alert every time I post a video up here. All right, now one last thing with Ulta I want you guys to see is that the RSI, okay, is in a downtrend. Even though Ulta is consolidating up there, I do believe it's going to turn for a while. If you guys see this, okay, I draw my line, and it has really nice resistance going on. When I look at the 1 hour chart, it is way overbought. Okay, so now there's going to be a sell-off. So be careful if you're thinking of playing this. I will be selling this tomorrow. Okay, and I will be entering into a short position once I see that MACD flip over on the 1 hour. So let's take a look real quick so you know what I'm talking about. So this is the MACD, and when I see confirmation here, I will enter into a short position. I will cheat a little bit like I did here, and I will look at the 30 minute, which it already flipped on the 30 minute. I want to see this come down for about another hour, hour and a half to give me true confirmation. And then I will jump into a short position with a tight stop loss, of course. All right, now let's go over to SPX. This is why I recommend stocks that are not affected, like SPX, Apple. All these guys are doing the same thing. If you see, I did the same thing that I did with Ulta on SPX just to show you guys. And SPX, okay, had its on the 5 minute, okay, started the day Okay, popped up, had some resistance there. Oh, I'm sorry, it fell down and it had resistance there, but it kept losing it until it finally started confirming and going up. So I drew my box. Okay, that's the box. And if it goes out of the box, then I have a trade. So if it leaves here, good time to enter a call. Okay, if it leaves into here coming down, it's a good time to do a put. Okay, that didn't happen. You see what happened is it just kept bouncing around all day. And this is what market makers do, is they're not going to let people make a lot of money nowadays. So now if you're fast, okay, which I'm not as fast as the machines, because when you guys are trading, day trading, you're trading against machines. Okay, you can enter here, okay, and then exit somewhere down here, but set a stop loss up here. Okay, if I was doing it, that's how I would do it. Then I would also watch the put to call ratio on SPX. Okay, and you can see here throughout the day, as the put to call ratio went down, okay, right in here, okay, this is puts are not being bought. You have more calls. So then the price will start coming down, okay, because they don't want to pay for those calls. Now, as the price goes up, okay, with puts, you see we had a jump, then we consolidated for a while. So this is what we call consolidation right in this area. Okay. And then of course the puts were going down, price went up, then you saw calls going up. Okay. I'm sorry, there's calls in this area. Okay, so we were in a call area. Up here is the put area, and so the price started dropping. Okay, now let me make this easier for you. Okay, and you can rewind this video if you guys want to go through this again. Right up in here we got a lot of puts. Okay, what happens when you do that? Price goes up. Okay, and right as it should, the price stayed up for a while. Okay, now the puts started going down, which means people were buying calls. From this point all the way down here, there was more calls than puts. So eventually the price will start dropping because market makers are not going to pay for those calls. So this is how it works. So you guys can look at your put to call ratio, or you can use the dollar, whichever one you choose. Okay, it's going to help you with guidance. Okay, be patient. Be patient. This is why I recommend the 1 hour, because you're not going to make bad decisions and then all of a sudden you see, boom, this. There was some news at this time as well. So this was a big yuck mouth to me. So be careful, guys, with day trading if that's what you're doing. All right, so now we come over to Apple. And if you guys are going to play this and you want to have a fair shake, okay, get you a 50 exponential moving average. That's 50 EMA. So you can go to TradingView if you're using TradingView. If you're not using it, you should. I have a course on it, guys. It's for free. Just come up over here and you can just go over to moving averages or exponential moving averages and add it. And it gives you a good guidance. If that's the only thing that you know is red and green, okay, understand that on the 50, when it goes under, okay, it could stay down there for a while. So this should be a good guidance for you if you're into options and you want to buy options. If it goes up and you buy a call once it crosses, okay, and then of course you want to get out of that when it's coming back down. And this is the 5-minute chart. So this is not hard for you to understand. So let me make it a little easier. So of course, yesterday we had a dump, and then today Apple jumped up. And you look at the 50 moving average on the 5-minute, okay, You cross there at about 126.43. Okay, if you're going to use this, set a stop loss here, 126.25, and you just let it go up until you see resistance. And resistance will be identified, guys, by a red candle. Okay, you're going to have these green ones, but doesn't mean that it's going to turn. Okay, because you can see the price still went up here, and then just exit right up here. Okay, or you can exit in here. Remember, you have a lot of profit in between. Okay, now if it goes back down, okay, you want to make sure that you get at least one candle close, right? So in here you didn't get really a good shot, right? In here you did. So this would be, and this is just a simple way if you don't understand technical analysis yet, because you haven't looked at my courses that are 25% off, link below, guys. But here's another entry, right? So it's a good time to get into it. And then you see it went down because it's under the 50. So Apple again, okay, downtrend here. And then for the today, it went into a downtrend. I want to show you something that a lot of traders know, okay? You're always going to have a period of rise in a stock. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. And this is all over Google. If you guys want to Google it, or you can take my course. Stock will go up. Stock will consolidate right in here. You can call it a bearish rectangle or a bullish rectangle, and then it will fall again. Okay, if you go over and look at your chart, okay, you're gonna find this a lot, guys. Okay, I'll show you another one right in here. You had the rise, you had consolidation, okay, and then it fell. And it fell for a while. So it's easy for you to get in and out. If you want to use that, this is also in the courses. Okay. I'll show you one other way you can do this. Okay. We do have on TradingView a parallel channel. Okay. So you can easily just, as you see the stock going up, draw your channel. Okay. And as the stock is going up, okay, you can just keep moving this up as long as it's touching these candles here. And at some moment, okay, you're going to notice that it left your channel, and then you can come over here and just draw your box from the top. Okay. And then the bottom, which is right in here. And then when it leaves that box, you know, it's in a downtrend again. So then you can do the same thing. Once it leaves the box, I would enter into a short position, and then I would do my channel. This is on the 5-minute. Now, this is easy. Sounds easy. It is easy. The hard part is staying disciplined to these steps. Okay. So you need to understand patience, just like Warren Buffett says. I'm going to give you a nice saying that I like from him. He said, if you bought a house in a nice neighborhood and it's a house you've been waiting to buy, and all of a sudden your neighbors came over and said, oh, the house prices are dropping, would you sell your house right away? No, right? You would be patient because this is something you believe in. So if you believe in your strategy, stay patient, guys. All right, let's look at Amazon. Same thing with Amazon, just like everybody else, right? It is in a downturn again. So we came down. Okay, we consolidated a little bit. Actually consolidated a lot. And now we're in a downtrend again. Okay, Google, what is Google doing? Google is looking like a big yuck mouth. Look at this. Okay, so it went, I won't use that one. Let me move this over. So Google went down for quite a while here. Okay, so you can see that from the channel, popped up. Okay, consolidated in here, and then went down outside of the box. Okay, so again, guys, these are guiding tools. Okay, if you want to learn more on how to enter and exit, okay, and you will learn the steps, and you will be better at entry and exit, because I will not graduate you until you do 100 trades. I will never recommend anything, but I will never tell you that you know what you're doing until I see 100 trades that are successful. Okay. So Microsoft is one of my favorites, and I always keep an eye on it. Today, it kind of cheated on me. It went down and then went across, and I was paying attention to Ulta, so I missed this. Great put entry in here, right? So I consolidated across. It already had started coming down. Consolidate it. Okay, one more time right in here, and then it went down, then it went back up, consolidated for a little bit there, and then now it's in a descending channel. So the whole stock market is going down for a while. I think that we will continue to see this. Tesla, remember from what I just said, guys, okay, headed up, draw your channel, going across. Okay, what do you think Tesla is going to do next? If I was a trader in trading Tesla, I would bet on this, but don't take my advice on entry and exit. That's your choice. Read up on your stocks. Take my advice on how to chart and how to use the tools. This is for education purposes. If you guys are looking for financial advice, there's a lot of people out there that will sell you that advice. All right. So QQQ, what are we doing with QQQ? This is a big time favorite. I like to browse YouTube once in a while, and I see what people are talking about and check out QQQ. Very simple, right? I don't know if you can see it already, but I'm going to show it to you. All right. So QQQ started here, right? And then it popped up, but went across for a little bit. Okay. And then it got out of here a couple of times. Okay. So we had the, not really a false breakout. It's really a breakout, but then it came back in, bounced off the bottom here. Okay. So another consolidation period. If you really wanted to look at this in a bigger time frame, or I'm sorry, in a bigger, wider window, this is it right here. So you widen this out and you can see the consolidations that happen. So once it came down, I'm going to start this over here. You saw consolidation right in here. Okay. Because you had support, resistance there, and then it just went across. Then we popped up. Okay. Now it came back down. So what I do is extend my window. Let me show you how to do that, guys. So one of the things I do, and you've seen it in the previous screens, is I'll do my box. So when the stock pops up, you see right in here, we came up and we came back down. Okay. And as I see the stock doing that, I'm going to take my little window here. I'm just going to extend it across the board. Okay. And of course, this kept going down, right? And so now to me, this is now another consolidation. Okay. I have my channel here, consolidation here, channel up, and it went way up, which was nice if you're into QQQ. But I would not enter until I know that this is out of trouble, meaning there's no resistance. You can see it went up, test it, which is what you want, and then it just kept going up. And now we have another consolidation here. Channel up. Guess what's coming next, right? Channel down. Okay. And of course, now it popped out of the channel, came across, and guess what's next, right? Channel down. All right. So this is what your stocks are doing day by day, guys. If you're patient and you just go one by one, okay, and just draw your boxes, you'll see what I see, okay? And at some point, this is going to get a lot easier for you. But you have to be patient. If you're trying to day trade this stuff, you're going to lose a lot of money. Look at this beautiful consolidation here. And if I'm you guys, okay, and if I want to have a nice day, I'm going to be patient. If I want to have a nice week, I'm going to be patient, okay? So you can see the stock went up here. Resistance happened there, okay? Now, if it's me, I'm going to actually, let's move this over a little bit. I'm going to start my support down here where this red candle bounced. And then the green one found resistance, okay? And then after that, I just keep dragging this out. And I can drag it out for as long as I want, okay? Because I know at some point, this is either going to go up or down. And you can see that this started to play out perfectly, right? Now, if you wanted, now you see QQQ actually broke that, but then it bounced back up. Now, this is something that will help guide you so you can see what the stock is doing. But if you're fast enough and you wanted to day trade this, which I don't recommend, you can see right up in here, you had another consolidation. Then on the way down, good entry would be right in here if you're playing puts, okay? But these are just tips, guys, because the market's not going to get any better. There's going to be a lot of volatility. Be very patient, and I'll show you one last thing just to help you out. My favorite is just doing this on the 1 hour. And let's look at that chart with the 50-day moving average. Like I said, okay, we talked about this. Entry there. Perfect, right? Now, if I wanted to trade this, that would be a great entry for me, okay? But now, if I'm not using the 50 moving average, which is fine, some people don't want to use it, okay, you will see that on the 1 hour, you're going to find the same thing that you find on the 5 minute. You just have to understand how to do this. And man, you guys are in luck. I have courses that teach you this stuff. All right, so here we go. You have your consolidation here on the 1 hour, right? And if you're me, you just draw it across and say, let me watch this for a while. Okay, if you didn't do it on the 50 moving average, then guess what? Once it breaks, now you can enter here. Okay, and now guess what you have here? I'm going to show you this. And we can take it all the way from the top to the bottom. Okay, and this is on the 1 hour, guys. Okay, so we had consolidation here. As a matter of fact, consolidation for a while with QQQ. You saw, okay, everything I'm talking about, okay, is right here, just like in the courses. We went up, we consolidated. Now we're headed down. Guess what's going to happen next? Now, if you want to get a little smarter, then you can draw that right there and see, okay, let me see if it's going to pop up or pop down. So that means if it's consolidating in here, potentially right up in here, you can enter into a call, or you can buy some shares, or right, if it gets into this area, you can buy some puts. Now, it's still in a downtrend, okay, still in a downtrend, but this is an important area here because it is consolidating. So that means that there is some money that's about to happen. This is on the 1 hour chart. And if I knew technical analysis, I would come over and look at the RSI, and you can see that the RSI went up, consolidated, right? This was the channel. And look at this. What's it doing in here? It's pointing down. So potentially you'll see QQQ come down. So be careful with your trades. Draw your channels. Draw your consolidation, guys. Be patient. Follow your steps. Okay. Wishing you a great day tomorrow and a good night. And we'll see you on the next video, guys.